Hello, hello everyone. It is I, Whimsy, your favorite tarot reader named Whimsy, here to deliver another exciting video. It's going to be a brief one today because I'm busy, but I did miss y'all and I wanted to say hi. So we're going to start with a couple announcements. The first is thank you to everyone who's been watching the commercials in their entirety that are put here up on the channel. We take the money that we earn from the commercials and we donate it to charities that help take care of the earth, and we also donate to vulnerable organizations that help vulnerable people. So I'm going to now show you where your money went. So $50, it was the first donation we made. $50 of your money went to the plastic cleanup, the ocean cleanup project to clean plastic. So thank you for that. That is where your money went. $50 went to that organization. Then $200 went to the World Health Organization's Water for Africa project. Thank you for that. Watching those commercials, you did that. And then the third charity we picked, $200 went to AmericanForest.org, and that is a charity that helps rebuild and replant in areas that have been harmed due to fires, global warming, etc. So those are the three charities that we chose this month for a total donation of $450. I have not received pay yet from the channel, from the commercials, but because I can see how much we've raised so far, which we've raised about $900, I've gone ahead and started to donate it ahead of time. So we've raised about $900 and I've donated about $450. In the coming weeks, we're going to be talking about a book that I read and how you can get involved in helping people who are victims of human trafficking. And the book that we're going to be addressing is a really great book by Nicholas Kristof and his wife Sherry, and it's called Half the Sky, and you can get it on Amazon.com, Half the Sky. And he talks about various different programs throughout the world, small programs to help women who have been victims of trafficking and domestic violence, etc. So if you'd like to be a part of that, as I mentioned, the book is Half the Sky, and we're going to be picking a couple of charities mentioned in that book to be donating in the coming weeks. And I believe one of our readers found a charity for Water for Africa. I'm going to go ahead. I've pinned it. And I apologize, I've forgotten your name, but I will go back and look at it. But we will be making a donation to the charity that one of our viewers helped to find, Water for Africa. It's pinned on the video before this one. So thank you for that. And yes, they will be receiving a donation from the channel here. So a couple also quick answers people had about the meditation I did 2 days ago. That was a meditation where I attempted to look at what the world would look like in a utopia 1,000 years from now. So the premise was, if we do everything right, meaning that Mother Earth comes first and all of our actions make that a priority, what would the world look like in 1,000 years? So that is, so we expand the world. We build rivers, we build streams, we build oceans and lakes. We expand the world, we perfect the world. We are co-creators with Mother Earth, working with her rather than against her in order to expand the world and make the world heaven on earth. That is the true destiny of human beings, as I understood it in the meditation. So somebody had said, well, we're going to live in domed cities to protect us from the toxic air or the toxic earth. No, in the utopia that I saw, if everyone does what we're supposed to be doing, the air is beautiful and clean and crisp, the water is pure, everything is beautiful, and the world is actually getting larger and more wonderful. And we're building beautiful skyscrapers that are eco-friendly, that also contain, these buildings are so large, they have cities and terraces, lakes and streams. and they can house tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people, and there's huge parks and huge streams and rivers, and there are huge floating cities that move, and it was a beautiful image of the future. And it was a beautiful image of us expanding outward the world, that we are making more soil, more earth, more land, a more beautiful world. We are part of the expansion of the world, and we are contributing to the greatness of the world, and we are finding ways to build a beautiful world in a way that doesn't harm the earth, but works with the earth. That is the utopian vision. So no, the dirt is clean, is good quality dirt. It's not toxic soil. It's beautiful, clean soil. It's beautiful, clean waters, beautiful, clean air, beautiful, clean transportation, and being able to go anywhere in the world you like for very little money, because transportation is fuel efficient and quick. So you want to have lunch in Paris? It's really not difficult to do in the future world. And moving cities. So if you don't like where, it's basically going to be cities that work almost like permanent cruise lines, great places to retire, where they simply go from port to port, and you can simply drop off and go shopping in Paris or wherever. That is the future world. So I think it looks like a lot of fun. Somebody asked, oh, will we be eating animals in the future? No, I think we're going to phase that out. I think that we'll be able to grow everything naturally, and we'll be able to create fantastic protein substitutes without having to kill anything. I don't see anything like that. It's a very beautiful, eco-friendly. The food's going to be great, don't worry. All our needs are met. There's no poverty. I saw no poverty, and I saw no homelessness, because we have our priorities straight. Take our own safety and the health and welfare of the planet. So in my utopian vision, everything was great, and we worked together as a team. All right, so there's some rumors going around that the Mueller investigation is going to be coming to an end next week. Remember when I had done the cards a couple days ago that the Mueller was coming to an end and it would be wrapped up under bar, but I didn't see anything negative in terms of the relationship? I just want to go ahead and get clarification on that today. So we're going to go ahead and do one shuffle today just on the Mueller investigation, where it's headed and how it's going to end, because it looks like things are wrapping up. Robert Mueller and his investigation. I know everyone is very nervous. I have trust in the goodness of the world. We will get through this. Robert Mueller, the investigation into the Russia meddling. What will be the outcome of the Mueller investigation? What will be the outcome of the Mueller investigation? One more split for good measure. Let's take a look. What are our base cards? Services completed. Wrapping it up. Six of Pentacles, service to others, caring for those who cannot care for themselves. Philanthropy, helping. This is where we're coming out of. Feeling tied in a knot or feeling trapped. Could be jail or a feeling of entrapment. Where the investigation is right now, victory after tears, Ace of Swords, the war has been won. Ace of Swords is a battle cry. You know, like I said, some people read this as a year card because swords are years, pentacles are weeks, wands are months. Water is, you can't determine time when you get water cards because it's go with the flow. It's more of an energy reading when you get to cups, but I read swords as years. So you're talking about 1 year victory, but specifically Ace of Swords as the first card means that he's won the war. What crosses it? walking away. So somebody else is walking away from the battle. It's like he wins the war, he establishes his territory, he says, this is my neighborhood, this is my town, this is my FBI, this is my investigation, you're in my neighborhood now, and the other person backs down and walks away. So there is a feeling with these two cards, an Ace of Swords and a Five of Swords, somebody has won and somebody has left the battle. This has me kind of interested. You know, why are we getting somebody feeling trapped or tied up or limited? I hope that's not the scope of the investigation. What is above us? There's a crash coming. There's a tower. I had a feeling this was going to happen. There's a tower coming, a crash, an explosion, some kind of major event is right above us. What is below us? A judgment is coming. What we're sitting in, what we're marinating in, the Mueller investigation, the judgment, but a tower is coming. It's right on the horizon. When you think about the fourth house or what sits on the top of a card chart when you're doing a kind of basic reading like this, I always think of it as the energy that exists in the ethers and has not yet made itself available in the physical world. So it exists in the ethers above a Celtic cross spread, but it hasn't physically manifested itself yet, but it's brewing. And then we look at the past, action, reaction. The past, there was a recent new beginning. See that? That's recent past. I think the new beginning, the new phase was the Bar being hired. I think that was the new beginning. Leads to what? Pain and misery and a tower. Pain and misery and a tower coming in the very near future. Somebody is not happy with this. Where the investigation is right now, coming into power. You see, Mueller's cards are strong. If you think about this being where he's at, Magician, power, and if you think of his first card as Ace of Swords, winning in victory, and the other person is walking away defeated, the tower coming and the heartbreak, I don't think that this is Mueller that has the heartbreak. He's in a state of power, Magician. What is around him, others, the light being shown. Torah, light, bearing light, also justice, wisdom. The hope and the fear. An offer. I keep feeling like this president is going to be given an offer that he can leave without jail at this time. I always feel like they're giving him an offer. Resign or face the consequences. This is not his neighborhood. It's like these are established people. Mueller, these are established law people. And I don't feel that they've lost control. The final outcome, stability returns. 9 of Pentacles. Stability, abundance, balance. These are good cards, but boy, in a very short amount of time, we're going to be starting to see something is going to hit. Let's do a clarification real fast. Rejoicing. I think he's going to walk away. Look at this. 9 of Cups, or excuse me, 8 of Cups, walking away. 5 of Swords, walking away from the battle. Hopes and fears. 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. This is all about an offer. Devastation. I think the president is finished. I think that this is over, and I think that the only concern as far as the FBI is concerned is whether or not he's going to accept a resignation, because if he doesn't accept a resignation, it's not going to go well for him. I really feel I'm right about this. I'm not worried about Mueller because he stands in power and victory in war. Okay, so there you have it. That is my reading on the Mueller investigation. Some major events are going to start hitting, I think probably within a week or two, just because it's near future. Someone's not going to be happy, and I do think some kind of offer is going to be given to the president, probably option to resign early or take a plea deal. I keep seeing that. The only reason that Trump wouldn't take it is because of being in some lacking the mental health to understand the severity of his situation. So part of his mental illness is that he's in denial about the severity of his situation. That is a symptom of the severity of his mental health challenges. The fact that he is not concerned at all and thinks everything is okay, even though he goes through periods of paranoia and fear, which I definitely have felt, he also goes through periods of extreme denial, and that's what I see here as well. And it's one of the reasons why he won't consider a plea deal, but he really should, because I really feel that justice prevails here. I agree with Linda Grindle, Comanche Psychic. She had seen the same thing, rejoicing. I'm getting the same cup she got. Success with Mueller, rejoicing, the other person walking away, some kind of offer or deal being presented, hopes and fears that the deal will not be taken. All right, things change, but I feel pretty confident that I read the cards correctly. Let me hear your interpretation for the cards. I know many of you read, and many of you are learning how to read, and I would love to hear your interpretations. All right, God bless. Thanks for the support, everyone, and I will speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye.